Hi everyone, today we're going to have a fundamental mat class and we're going to place the emphasis on stabilization. So we're going to start on our mats, on our backs. Go ahead and lay down, knees are bent. We establish that nice natural curvature in the spine, making sure the body's relaxed, the shoulders are relaxed, the feet are nice and evenly weighted. And I'm going to start with some movement in the shoulders. So on my inhale, I'm going to lift my arms all the way up towards the ceiling and then behind me if I can. And bring it back. I inhale, and I'm going to cheat them a little bit so my shoulder rests aren't in the way, and bring it right back down. I inhale. I exhale. Two more. I inhale. I exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Add a circle. Inhale up over the head. Exhale around. Again. One more. Reverse the circle. And not really giving a lot of instruction at this point. Allow your body to kind of go into its position. Open up the front of the shoulders. And one more. Draw your right knee in. Take it from the back of the thigh and just give it a little hug. And then bring it into your tabletop. 90-degree angle at the hip joint and the knee joint, or as close as possible. And we're going to start with some single leg lifts. So I inhale, I exhale, I inhale, I exhale. And one more, inhale and exhale. This time we inhale down. We slide it out, feel that length, we pull it back in, and we bring it up. I inhale, and if it doesn't go to exactly 90 degrees, that's okay. One more like that. Lower it down. Take the opposite side. So we're now mobilizing the hip joint, stabilizing in the trunk. I inhale, do my 3 regular single leg lifts. Keeping that opposite side anchored. One more like that. I lower that foot. I slide it out. I bring it in and I float it up. 2 more. Take it down. One more. And bring it up. This time, keep it in your tabletop. We're going to go right into our single leg changes. As you exhale, switch it. Keeping the ribs anchored, feeling those abdominals in, shoulders on the mat. Last one. Hold it there. Lower both your feet. Bring those feet and knees together and open your palms towards the ceiling. As you inhale, let's take those knees over to your right. Now keep that left shoulder blade, left shoulder on the mat. Exhale, bring it center. We inhale and I want to think of abdominals controlling the movement. Exhale, again, over and bring it back. And last set, each direction. Make sure as the knees go, the back doesn't let go. The abdominals stay contained. I bring it back to center and inhale to the left. Drawing both knees one at a time into your tabletop. 90 degrees at the hip joint. I'm going to bring those arms up. Palms are looking at each other. Shoulder girdle is anchored. Spine twist supine. I inhale. I'm going to take those legs over. I'm going to find my limit and then bring it back. I inhale. I exhale. And I usually have to almost go past my limit to find it. I feel that stabilization. I start to lose it and then I go, that's it. Again, I inhale. And over. Pull back with the abdominals. And one more. We'll do one more set after this one. And over. Exhale. Last one. Take both hands on top of the knees and we're going to do some little knee stirs. You're going to draw those knees in, stir them away from each other. 1 and 2. Move those legs in that hip socket. 3. Bring it in, reverse it. 1 and 2. And one more time is 3. Let's lower those feet down to the mat. Let's keep the legs together. Feel those inner thighs working. Take your hands behind your head, interlace those fingers. We go into our chest lift. We inhale. We exhale, we lift. Now, take your hands right on top of your knees. Press forward. Hold this new position that you found. Take the hands behind the head and then lower it down. Again, we breathe in. We exhale. I reach those arms. I use my knees as my guide. And I want to take the hands evenly. I don't want one side lifting more than the other. I take the hands back and down. Again, I inhale. I exhale. I reach. I lift that chest just a little farther forward and I want to hold it as I take the hands back and down. Last 2. I breathe in. I anchor the abdominals. I bring that sternum forward. Take those hands. Glide. And now hold that newfound height. Hands behind and down. And last one. Breathe in. I reach the hands. I take them forward. Maybe a little bit more. Keeping the shoulders on my back. I just had to double check that. Let go of the hands, but don't let go of the trunk. And down. Take the hands back to the legs, but this time the palms are going to be together. We're going to add our rotation. Inhale, prepare. As I exhale, I lift the chest. And I want to stay at this same height. As I exhale, I go to my right. And just think of bringing the hand to the outside of the thighs. And back to center. And other side. And center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Maintain that height. Flexion on the same side. Rotation with the opposite. And center. But don't let go of the flexion. And center. Exhale. And center. Stay lifted the entire time. And center. And left. We're going to do one more set. If you feel tension in the neck, then come down. And center. One more. and come to center. Lift a little higher. Pull your left knee in. Grab onto it and lift all the way up. Take the hands behind the thighs and lift the chest. So we've been down on the floor, we've been in flexion. I want to get a little bit of lengthening, and then we're going to go into our roll up, but we're going to start it in the up position. So I want you to bring your feet and knees together. Hands are behind my thighs. I start by taking it to the top of my roll up. So I round, I pull my trunk back, my shoulders are slightly forward. Feel that stretch in the lumbar, and then reach the arms. So this is the up part of our roll up. I roll back, the arms are lowering. As I'm lowering, I just go to where I can go at that point. I breathe in, I come forward. As I come forward, those arms float. I go slightly forward of my hip joint, hands go behind, and I lift up. And we're going to do that again. We go to the top of the roll-up. Find that. Feel your abdominals active, keeping my scapula on my back. I reach those arms. I move back. Controlling how quickly I go, maybe going a little farther this time. And I come forward again. Hands. And just to get that nice length, this time we're going all the way down. We pull back into that C curve again. We reach those arms, and now this time we slowly roll, and we're going to try to go all the way back down. All the way. We reach the legs out. We take the arms over the head. I'm just going to scoot down a tiny bit. And we go into our roll up. We inhale. We lift the head and chest. We exhale. We go back to that position. We're not going to go straight up this time. We're going to maintain that C curve. Inhale at the top. Exhale, I roll back down. And reach. Again, I inhale. I feel my lower back pressing down. I exhale. I reach those arms forward without the shoulder blades pulling forward. Pause. And exhale. Again. I inhale. I exhale. I inhale at the top. And slowly. And we have two more. I inhale. I exhale. I inhale there, and last one. I inhale to lift. I exhale. I inhale, and all the way back down. Keeping the arms there, turn the palms towards the ceiling. If you need to move them out or move them in, go right ahead. Draw your knees in. Now, we're going to start with our hundreds prep, and then we're going to take it into our hundreds. You have options. You can keep the feet here. You can take them into tabletop. I'm going to let you decide. If you feel like your back's popping up off the mat, keep them on the floor. So I'm going to go to my tabletop. I'm going to make sure that my abdominals are keeping my back supported. I inhale, prepare. I exhale. I take a look straight through those thighs. I inhale to lower down. Again. Two more. One more time. We'll stay lifted. We're going to start our hundreds here with our legs and tabletop. We inhale as we pause. We exhale to pump. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Take your legs to where you can. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you need to bring the legs up, bring them up. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold this up position. Draw those knees in. Pull them in. Lower one foot. Follow it with the other. Feet are about hip bone distance apart and lower down. We go into some pelvic curls with a little bit of single leg work. So I inhale, prepare. As I exhale, I curl that tailbone up and press the pelvis to the ceiling. Bias towards a little bit of a tuck. Draw those ribs in, I would say. Not down, but in. I breathe in there. And let's come down. Let's do 2 more like that. It feels good on the pelvis. I inhale, pause. I exhale. Again, I'm tipping that pubic bone up, pressing the back of my shoulders down. And one more time. Hold this position. We're going to go into our shoulder bridge prep, but a variation of it. So we're going to add that single leg. So I want you to hold this position. Now making sure that your hips are not dropping or shortening. Hold it there. And now just lower it just a little bit. Hold it there. Keep those hips lifted. And then lower it just a little bit more. And hold it there. And then lower it all the way. Tip that tailbone up again in case it dropped. We go to that left side. We find that stable position. I hold it there. And then I lower it a little bit, but I think of the glutes working a lot on that opposite side so the hamstrings don't overwork. And then I lower it a little bit more, and I bring it all the way down. Again, I'm going to take that right leg up. I'm going to lower it halfway. I'm going to lower it a little bit more, and down. Other side, I bring it up. I lower it about halfway. I lower it a little bit more, but I don't let the hip drop. And down. Shoulder bridge prep. We'll do 5 each side. We bring it up. We inhale. Now, if this is too much on that supporting side, keep the pelvis down. This is 3 and 4. One more is 5. If your hamstrings are crying, bring your body down. Other side. I bring it up. Inhale. Pressing down into that right foot, lifting up with that right pelvis. This is 3, 4, and one more. Lower that foot, but lift in the pelvis. Open up the front of the hips. Use the inner thighs. I breathe in. I lower it down. I straighten that left leg all the way out on the mat. I pull this right thigh in. I just grab onto the back of the thigh. And then I bring my leg up towards the ceiling. Flex the foot. Keep the knee slightly bent. I want you to take the leg across the midline and then take it slightly away. Now this opposite hip is not moving. Take it across the midline and then take it away. and one more across the midline, and then take it away. Now bring it back to center. Straighten up as much as you can. Doesn't have to be straight. Go to your limit. We go into our leg circles. We start it just like that. We take it across, we drop it down, and pause at the center. And circle. We inhale for a circle. We exhale. Circle is as small as you need it to be. And inhale. And one more time. Other way. Take it out. Circle it. So freedom in that hip joint, but stability in the trunk. 3. Exhale. 4. 2 more. 5. Last one. And then point the foot, bend the knee, give it that hug. And we switch. We'll take that left side in, give it a little hug. Take it up to the ceiling, dorsiflex the foot, keep the knee bent, make sure those hips are square. Right side is your standing side, so keep that side solid. We'll take the leg across. So this is your first movement. The client needs to know this. And then they take it out, but they don't let that opposite hip lift. And 2 more. We take it across. We take it away. 1 more. Take it across and take it away. Let's go to the center. Straighten the leg as much as you can. And then we take it across and around. 1. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Reverse. 1. We take it away, but we don't lift that hip. 2 and 3 and 4. 2 more. Inhale on 5. Exhale on 6. Point the foot, pull that knee in, give it a hug. And then use that to bring your body all the way up. We go into rolling like a ball. So I'm going to pull my heels towards my sits bones. And I'm going to grab onto the back of the front of my shins, just above my ankles. Pull the legs as close as you can. Kind of relax your shoulders a little bit. Find your focal point. Pull those abdominals back. Create the shape and keep it. I inhale, I roll back. I exhale, hold. I inhale, I roll back. And up again. Inhale back. Again. Trying not to use momentum. Trying not to use too much energy. Working as efficiently as I can. 1 more. Pull it back. And I lower the feet. Knees are bent. Hands go on top of the knees. I lift the back. I open the shoulders. I'm going to scoot back just a tiny bit. And we're going to go into a variation of the abdominal series. Let's reach those arms forward. And we're going to roll back. All the way. I'm going to bring my knees in to tabletop position. We're going to take the hands behind the head for this today. That head is going to lift up with the chest. And I want you to hold that there. So we're going to do both feet to the floor instead of reaching the legs out. Inhale, lower, but keep that lower back down. Exhale, lift. Again, we inhale. 2 and 3. We're going to do 6 of each. And 4. 2 more. 5. And last one. Hold it there. We do our leg changes. 6. We have 6 more. 6 of each. 1, 2, 3, stay lifted, 4, exhale, 5, last one is 6. Now hold this here. We do our crisscross, but the legs are going to continue in this position. So rotate to your right, and then we lift, we switch. So we've shortened the lever on the leg, so we can really focus on the correct placement in the trunk. And 4, and 5, staying lifted, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10. The leg can come past 90 just a little bit. And one more each side. Come back to center, lift a little higher, and then pull it all in. Give it a hug. Let that tailbone come up a little bit. Feel that curl. And then I want you to roll over onto your abdominals. So just take it over, and we're going to work the upper back extensors. So we've been in flexion for a lot of this class. I want to get a little bit of back extension work, not extending lifting, but extending reaching. So I'm going to start in my prone position. Reach your tailbone towards your heels. Pull both sides of your abdominals up. And now I'm going to try to find my neutral position. So my nose is just floating. My elbows are bent, palms are next to my, I guess, temples, we could say. Now I want you to think of keeping this same position in your trunk. As you exhale, simply lift the arms. Upper back is working, and then lower. And I think I had my head a little bit too low, so I raised it up a little bit. I want those natural curves in my cervical. Sometimes I put a little ball underneath the forehead, which I think is really nice. And 2 more. And last one. Hold this position. Carry your arms out to your T. Now I want you to feel that widening of your scapula. Try not to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Turn your palms forward so thumbs are facing the ceiling. Without the shoulders riding up to the ears, bring your arms forward toward the head, but you'll make probably a V. They're not going to go too high. We don't want the shoulders hiking. The back stays in that exact height, and then we bring those arms back to where they were. Again. So I reach, and my back is working here. I can feel it. And down. And we're making sure that we're not squeezing the scapula together. We're not letting the lower back sink. 3, and return. Upper back is working. 4, and give me 1 more. Now 2 more. Let's do 6. It's good for us. And last one. Reaching. Scapula staying stable. And open the arms. Turn the palms down. And then reach the arms towards the hips. And open. That'll feel good after going that other direction. And again. And back is still lifted. Lower back is trying to stay as long as possible. Again. I reach. I'm in an isometric contraction of my upper back extensors. I haven't changed them. They're being held. And 2 more. Reach it back. And 1 more. Reach it back. Hold that position. Stay there and bend your elbows. Bring them in. Pull back all the way to your rest position. Let your back extensors go. Feel flexion in your spine. And breathe. And then coming up onto all fours. So my knees are directly below my hip joint. My wrists are directly below my shoulders, hopefully. And I want to find that neutral position in my spine. Let's do 2 cat stretches. As I exhale, I round. I inhale. I go to neutral. And I place that emphasis on the thoracic. And one more. I go through neutral. I round. I go back through neutral. I arch. And then come back to neutral. Hold that position. Take your right leg out and just keep that foot on the floor for a moment. Then draw those abdominals in, hold them in and up, and then float the leg. And I try to bias towards a tuck. And then I float that opposite arm forward. And I feel the whole trunk working, stabilizing, holding it there, reaching long. Think of tucking in the pelvis. Reaching the top arm, the arm that's up, reaching away from you. And then we come down. And we go to the opposite side. So first, press back. Bias towards that tuck in the pelvis. And float the legs up. Think of pulling in with that center. Opposite arm. Palm faces in like you're going to shake a hand. And float your center up. Evenly weighted between the limbs that are on the mat still. So my left hand, my left arm, and my right leg evenly weighted. And I come down. Again, right leg back, point it, lift it up. Left arm forward. Now hold this position. Open the arm and the leg away from your midline. Nothing changes. We just open it and bring it together. Again. I open and I'm pushing away from the floor. 2. Again. And 3. Give me 2 more. 4. And 1 more. And bring it down. So I have to think of not dropping my head. I could feel it a little bit, so I'm trying to self-correct. I reach that left leg out. I tuck. I use the glutes. I float it up. I make sure that I have not gone into an anterior tilted position. I float that up. And I open and together. Again. I open. I'm trying not to drop that leg. 2. Again. And working our balance. 3. 2 more. 4. And 1 more. And bring it down. Take a seat on your butt. Reach the legs out, flex those feet, and just kind of shake them out. We have our spine twist and our saw. So we reach those arms forward. We sit as tall as we can. If the hamstrings or the glutes are tight, you're going to want to bend the knees. That's fine. Priority is the spine. I inhale. I exhale. I inhale. I exhale. Again, I inhale at the top. And I think of traveling forward more than down. And 1 more. I breathe in. I inhale. And we bring those palms together. Inhale, rotate your trunk to your right. Feel that position. And then separate your arms. So you're going to take your right arm back, left arm forward into your saw position. We come back up and we go center. We rotate, and this is how I like to teach saw. So I've rotated. I reach, this time the left arm back, right arm forward. I come right back up and center. I rotate. I reach. And up, and if you're on the floor, you may have to cheat that arm that goes back as it travels. I rotate. I reach. I come up and center. We open the arms, we go into our saw. We rotate. We reach. And up and center. I inhale, go to my left. I exhale, I reach. I come back up and center. I rotate. I reach. I come back up and one more. I rotate. I reach. I come up and center. Bring the feet together, bring the soles in, stretch your body forward for a moment. Roll it up, knees come in, spin around. We're gonna go back into that quadruped position, but we're not gonna stay there. We have our plank position. We have our front support. So I step one foot, step the other foot. Now I want you to think of the top of the head reaching one direction and the feet reaching the opposite. Anchor the feet and the hands. Reach. And now as you exhale, without anything changing, float your right knee in and then take it out. Other side. In and out. Again. And out. Pelvis doesn't change. And out. I stay strong. I push away from the floor. Out. And in and out. Two more. In and out. In. One more. In. Last one. And hold that position. Bring both knees down to your mat. Hold that. We bend the elbows. Just keep the feet right where they are. And we press right back up. We bend the elbows. We come right back up. If you don't have that mobility in the toes, drop your feet down. Drop to the tops of the feet, I guess we could say. And up. We got two more. Push-ups are good for us. One more. We slowly, 8 counts, come all the way down. Here we go. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're there. Take the palms right next to you. Reach your tailbone towards your heels, and as you inhale, float just a few inches. Just a few inches. And down. Again. I reach those fingertips. I lift the chest. So we did that upper back work earlier. Now we're moving those spinal extensors. We lift up. Such an important back exercise. To me, this is the foundation of all of them. And up. I'm reaching my tailbone. I'm trying not to compress in my lower back. And down. Let's do 3 more, gang. We lift. Doesn't have to be high. Remember, if your shoulders are rounded most of the time, this is probably going to be smaller movement. You may just be getting from here to neutral, and that's okay. Think of where you're starting from. Feel your back working. And last 2. I inhale. And 1 more. I inhale. I hold it. I come down. Last little exercise. exercise in this position. Hands go underneath the forehead. I want you to lift your right leg up, hold it there. Lift your left leg up, hold it there, and then let me see some quick little swimming. 4, 10, and 9. Keep those legs straight. 7, and 6. Shoulders away from the ears. And 5. Strong legs. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. And hold. Reach the legs up, maybe a little higher, but don't let your lower back sink. Reach them, straighten them, strengthen them, and then let them go. Pull back into your rest position one more time. Feel that flexion in your spine. And breathe. And we spin around on our butts. We reach those legs forward. We're going to end with a variation of a teaser. Never too soon to start teaser. So what I want you to do is keep your left leg bent, straighten your right leg, and hang on to them. Just stay there for a moment, feel that position. And then you're going to reach that leg, or reach the arms, and roll. Just going to go down a little bit. And then we come up. And we lift the back. Again, we lower. And up. You're almost done. And again, we roll. And lift. Lower that leg. Take the hands behind the thighs. Reestablish. Luckily, we only have 2 legs. We reach that opposite leg out. I glue those inner thighs together. I reach those arms. I lower down. I come forward. And I lift. Again. And if this is the height, then that's your height. Find your height to start at. And one more. And up, lift, lower, open, and stretch forward. Bring the soles of the feet together. Allow the thighs to open up. And just kind of rock side to side in the trunk. And slowly coming back to center. Rolling it up. And nice deep inhale at the top. And exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. And thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.